We bring you back home where displaced Jagersfontein residents are pleading for basic commodities. Some of them lost everything but the clothes on their backs. A tailings dam wall collapsed on Sunday morning a week ago, flooding the nearby town with mine wastewater. President Cyril Ramaphosa visited the area on Monday, where frustrated residents detailed how they had warned the mine management about imminent disaster. Newzroom Afrika's Phakgadi has more.
The shattering sound of violent slime raging livelihoods. Disbelief from locals as the tragedy has left 2 of their neighbors dead, with 3 still unaccounted for. Homes completely submerged in the mine wastewater. A closer look at the damage on the ground, heartbreaking. For hundreds, very little left to salvage. Affected residents had to be bussed to different places of safety that Sunday evening after having lost everything. They feared for their lives.
The second wave no jena gona re safe obane re belletse othi re lebelle the second wave ho twa ka mona ka mining and esale ntwe na ntse re khalemela esale we can go back the minutes tsa setšhaba esale ntse bua ntwe na ere letamo le tla fella ka maratsatsing lena ka di 11 tsa September ke mona e etsaetse e tshwatlile and tsatsing lena re batla fela se etsaleng that man a fixe a tata fixa mesena a tsamaye ke yona ntwe nna ke utlwang ke batla as a member of Chansville.
On the morning after the tragedy, residents looked to try and salvage what they could. This is Lindile Saola. He's standing on a concrete slab of what used to be his home. The irrepressible mudslide came surging through his brick and mortar home, obliterating everything in its path. Saola tells me that the community had constantly warned the mine management and government about the possibility of this calamity, but all that fell on deaf ears.
It said nothing remona fela dintlo di tsamaile ale sa rena, but he ena asi disaster ya ko KwaZulu-Natal. Ena ki disaster ya ka bomo, because that guy o thijiwe ka makgetlo re mo jwetsa hore letamo le la ga ya se letamo le bo emong bo botle.
Velemina Molefe is blind. She explains how difficult it was for her to flee on the day of the tragedy.
Ke romela go sena mangwe o nkutlwela botlhoko batho ba bang ke bona ba itlhile ba ntshwara ba ntlosa ba mpela ka thoko go tsela ba bang ba mo setlogolo sa fitla sa nkakasa rata bo ga re tswa ka crossong ka kwale.
The residents feel law enforcement should step in. They gathered here in their numbers after concluding that the police station was now the best place to take their grievances to.
As the community, we just decided that we are going to the police station, we are going to open a murder case, and we are going to open a case based on people who are mining illegally on our dams.
This thing has affected the community, and those who authorize it to continue to operate after 6 months, they must account.
Animals were not spared during the tragedy. At least 700 livestock were rescued, but over 500 others died.
We already have more than 500 animals alive, but unfortunately most of them had to be euthanized because all of the slug went inside their lungs and stomachs, and that's something the veterinarian can't remove. So a lot of animals had to be humanely euthanized because of this trauma, but there's also animals we rescued that was taken to our SPCA who are currently under serious medical treatment so we can save them.
Jagersfontein Development owns the mine. It has made at least 200 million rand available to help those affected.
We have a section that's handling through the Itumeleng Trust that will be handling the monies, and we also send in teams to do the assessments as to the houses. the damages on the houses, and also as far as the environmental damages are concerned.
President Cyril Ramaphosa visited the area. He has demanded a weekly progress report on restoration of services in the area.
Ke tlile mona ho tlo tiisetsa hape hore seo se etsahetseng se leng sebe re tla se lokisa. Re tlile mona ho tlo le tshehetsa, re tlo le fa support e feletseng. Haeba hona le bao ba nahanang hore tjhe mmuso o tla re tlohela fela, ke batla ho le tsebisa hore no, ha ho no ba jwalo. Ba bang ba lona le lahlehetswe ke dintlo, a ke re ho jwalo. Le lahlehetswe ke thepa, a ke re ho jwalo.
Gift of the Givers is never an organization to shy away from giving humanitarian aid. The organization pleads with other citizens to reach out to Jagersfontein residents.
I know primus is dangerous, but under the circumstances there is no alternative. So we're looking at providing primus and paraffin. That's what they've requested. They said, look, they know how to use it. And they also need pots, because the normal cooking pots are getting burnt. The hole is going through, the fire is going through the pot. So we're going to look at pots for them. So these are the type of interventions. And one more thing is, the farms in the first line in Charlesville, they have got the most affected. Their sheep died, their fodder is gone, their fences broke, their animals ran away, and they have no water. So they're asking us to put in tanks, water tanks, and we bring those water tanks so the farmers who do have water will then deliver water to the farmers that don't have water.
The Mineral Council South Africa has launched an internal emergency relief fund for its members to contribute towards urgent humanitarian assistance. The council has set a target of 50 million rand and intends to use some of the money to deep clean the area. For Newzroom Afrika, Channel 405, I'm Pelane Phakgadi in Johannesburg.